storied programs in college football, and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing started. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's got great speed. Out of bounds at the 34, a productive job by the return team. So Missouri's offense will go on the attack first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
There he goes. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Leaves it with the running back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss.
Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Michigan's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for it, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week, you can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
Looking to throw, it's Edwards. He's got him. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Makes the grab on the left. On the sweet spin, he's free. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Defense wants to bring the heat. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Takes it on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Dropping back, it's Edwards. Works the middle. Oh, he got loose. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in...
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Wolverines! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but Happy Valley is a tense place right now. This is a tight game. They're up by 4 over Ohio State. We will circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for a crease. It's Lawson. Got the first down and more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He'll try to take it back. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They're quickly in a 10-point hole, trailing 17-7 and needing to put together a drive. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Paul. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Picks up the first down. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 82 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them.
Reels it in on the right side. Find some room. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found. Space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Dick?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Back to throw, it's Edwards. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The pitch to the left. And some room to work. Picks up the first down, still moving. They get him out of bounds at the 32, and that is what you want out of this running game.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Wolverines are flying down the field. Try to barge their way in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. And the quarterback caught on 2 and sacked at the 12.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Looking for a man, it's Edwards. Into the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Michigan! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead at week 6.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can...
Oh, he's got some space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down.
You You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They'll run play action. Fires to the right. He's got it. Oh, what a cut. Touchdown, Wolverine. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
The sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point in the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Wants to go up top on first down. He makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Backed up now, here's second and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he makes the catch. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick strike complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Scanning the field, it's Edwards. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Michigan offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Quarterback on the keeper. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. right down the middle. Can't hang on. It's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Missouri wants to go fast. They'll go up top on second and short. They're setting up the screen. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but that's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over Iowa State. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Finds his man down the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll try to get outside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Power football with the run. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. That was a big stop by the defense now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game. We're starting to get late. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Moves around to clear up the vision. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. To the air on 1st down. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
And 3rd down is money down. I got to have guys that come up big, and really nice job of understanding where I'm out on the field to make sure I keep that foot in bounds and get the big 1st down.
Looking to throw again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the gun, give on the inside. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Paul. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown and those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Under fire. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll go with a direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
To the air, it's Edwards. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Caught over the middle. It's Brady. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox. Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. On the move at the 30. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Edwards. Here's the pressure. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit, nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Snap to the back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Touchdown, Michigan! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Sam Houston looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 28 to Houston. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Lawson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass on second down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. It's complete. Still running at the 40. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They go 83 yards on the drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
How about him? Nice job catching the football. Turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Davis. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Looking to throw on first down. Going deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary. And you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now, if they can get a stop on this 3rd and 10, expect an immediate timeout. They'll leave it with him. Fights off the defender. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Michigan! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4 and 1.
And it was so...
Oh, they block it. He's got it, and he can go with it. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Wide receiver going in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. We're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news.